While Baba Ramdev's yoga was more about the physical demonstration of a whole set of asanas, Sadhguru Jaggi Vasudev's yoga was more about the mind, more about the body's internal engineering. He called the body an automobile and said most of us go through our entire lives without even having studied the automobile's user manual. Here are key excerpts from the session with India's coolest yoga guru, Sadhguru Jaggi Vasudev. We want to start this discussion with the topic that brings us all here, which is International Yoga Day and the scale at which it's being marked this year. Now, Yoga Day happens virtually every year, but has never been as hyped up as it is this year. So let me begin by asking you about what you make of the effort that's being made this time to ensure that Yoga Day is not just a date on the calendar, but is genuinely celebrated and marked the world over.
For the first time in modern history, the world is recognizing that ultimately, if human beings have to be well, they have to turn inward. We have looked up, divided humanity in ways that we can't fix in near future. We have looked out in search of human well-being and beginning to destroy the very source of our life, which is the planet. And the only way human beings can be well is by turning inward, because human experience is generated from within. For the first time, leaders of major nations, the world is talking about the inner well-being of the human being. It is a momentous day and we have to make it that. So, everybody is striving to make this happen.
Sadhguru, there's also been a big raging controversy in the build-up to Yoga Day, with several Muslim organizations in particular raising objections to why they have to do the Surya Namaskar, why they have to chant Om, why must they do yoga in the first place. Do you associate yoga with a particular religion, and what do you think of all the objection that's being raised to the idea of what's essentially a Hindu idea being thrusted on the rest of the country?
This is a very ill-informed resistance to yoga. One thing that one needs to understand is yoga predates all religion. Its antiquity goes back to 15 millennia. When the idea of religion did not exist in human mind, yoga was. This is an outcome of a profound observation of the human mechanism. This is the most sophisticated gadget on the planet. You say it rocks, it does more than that. This is the most sophisticated gadget on the planet. The simple question is, have you read the user's manual? Now, yoga means turning inward, reading how to put this to maximum use. When I talk about how to put this to maximum use, right now the simple way of looking at it is, see, most human beings are suffering themselves. Their own thoughts, their own emotions are a big issue. What this means is, the basic faculties which make you human, the basic faculties which set you apart from other creatures, that's become your problem. The only thing that people are suffering is this. People suffer what happened 10 years ago, still. People suffer what may happen day after tomorrow already. What this means is, it is not that you're capable of suffering yesterday and tomorrow, you're just suffering your memory and imagination. Two fundamental faculties which set you apart from every other creature. Or in other words, unconsciously, you're aspiring that you would be better off being a monkey, or an earthworm for that matter, I don't know what. But the important thing is, yoga is the science of inner well-being. There are technologies for well-being. As there is a science and technology for external well-being, there is a science and technology for inner well-being. Even when the so-called physical or what you refer to as modern sciences came about, the first people who resisted were always the religious people, because they have set beliefs and ideas which doesn't go with anything. Now, yoga does not demand that you have to bow down to anything. This is something we must understand. Yoga means that your well-being is entirely yours. You're not looking up, You're not bowing down to anybody or anything in search of your well-being. Your well-being is entirely created by you. Only at the time of instruction, you have to be with somebody. Once you know what to do, there is no need to bow down to anybody, there is no need to go to anybody. About the Surya Namaskar, the sun salutation is an English translation, an unfortunate translation. Surya Namaskar does not mean sun salutation. See, every life that's on this planet, whether it's an earthworm or an insect or a plant or a tree or a human being or any other creature on the planet, everything is solar powered, we better understand this. So the sun's energy is stored within us. How do we make use of this, is the question. Surya Namaskar is about seeing that your batteries don't deplete too often which is happening to modern societies now. If they skip one meal, there are headaches, there are tension, there are all kinds of anxieties happening within them because their batteries deplete in no time. You practice a simple form of yoga and see, keeping yourself up for 18–20 hours a day of activity will be just normal for you. This is about getting this to an optimal possibility, this body. When we say body, in yoga we are not looking at body as just a physical thing. All the 5 dimensions of the body of human being is considered a body. Physical body, mental body, energy body, etheric body and the bliss body or the Anandamaya Kosha. Like this, everything is seen as a body because it's a mechanism. How well can you work it? How can you put it to maximum use? You can put it to maximum use only if you are not an issue. Your own faculties are an issue. How are you going to deal with anything around you? Now don't make an issue out of yoga also, please.